This week, local elections in England are being held, but controversy has surrounded the Conservative candidates taking part. 5 councillors stand accused of alleged racism and Islamophobia, and documents obtained by the Observer suggest that they have been suspended in the past 4 years since making offensive comments or social media posts before being reinstated. When faced with the accusations, a Conservative spokesperson said they had suspended anyone who was a party member, but all 5 councillors are standing again in this election. Among them is Danny Scott in Blackpool, who wrote on Facebook that Muslims have been terrorizing anyone who isn't Muslim for 1,000 years, and it is their quest to turn the world Muslim. Beverly Dunlop, a councillor in Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole, was accused of writing on Facebook that I hate to ban anything really, but I'd suggest we start with mosques. Portsmouth councillor Lee Mason was also accused of a leaked photo from his Snapchat account showing a hot cross bun with what seemed to be a swastika baked on it, while Robin Popely, a councillor in Charnwood, Leicestershire, was accused of describing Enoch Powell as the greatest prime minister we never had. Ian Stokes, a councillor in South Kesteven, Lincolnshire, was similarly accused of using a phrase about there being an N-word in the woodpile. The accusations have prompted calls for tougher vetting procedures in order to rid the Conservative Party of racism and Islamophobia. The anti-fascist group Hope Not Hate have said there is a alarming trend of Conservative Party candidates and councillors who have been exposed for racism, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, and as crank conspirators, and that the party needs a zero-tolerance policy. The Conservative Party have previously been accused of failing to deal with such accusations after it was revealed that in 2019 they had quietly reinstated 15 councillors suspended for Islamophobia or racism, and following the leak of a Home Office document from the same year which suggested that the party had a particular problem with Islamophobia. Today, controversy also surrounds Home Secretary Sala Braverman for her comments about grooming gangs, which have been called inaccurate and emboldening of the far right by MP Raymond Chishti. Braverman had said that the majority of grooming gang members were almost all British Pakistani, which has been called out for singling out a particular ethnicity. It's essential that the Conservative Party, and indeed all political parties, take a stand against racism and Islamophobia, and ensure that stringent vetting procedures are in place and zero-tolerance policy is followed. We must ensure that all political candidates meet